All right, you need to come out here and get yourself the Brooklyn Pickle. I was talking about this with one of my buddies. I was like, yo, there's no better sandwich in the state of New York than the Brooklyn Pickle. And now that I found out that they're going down to North Carolina, we are taking over your taste buds everywhere you are, wherever you're going to be. You need to get yourself out to the Brooklyn Pickle. Pinehurst, you just realized that you found yourself the best sandwich shop that you're ever going to have. This is a glorious moment. It's a blessing to your community. You're welcome. Brooklyn in the house, baby. Go over to the Brooklyn Pickle. You already know what it is.
You heard the man. Head to Brooklyn Pickle Pinehurst on 1788 Old Morgantown Road in Southern Pines, North Carolina. Dan Tortora, WakeUpCall, How are you?
Good, bud.
Looking at the fact that, like you said, you've spent a lot of time within the ACC, you've seen change. You've seen new institutions come in now, SMU, Cal, Stanford. We see accomplished greatness, but when you look at this conference throughout, how would you define it and who's coming in and what this looks like as you step forward as a coach, one of the longest tenured coaches in the conference?
You know, I think maximizing the gift that God gave you, to me, one of the tenets, one of the standards of our program is no underachievement allowed, and I think that's just maximizing the opportunity you have as a person. Accomplishing greatness is that, when you go to bed and lay your head down at night, did you do everything you could that day to be the best version of yourself? And if I get enough players and coaches to do that on a daily basis compared to those we compete against, the score ends up being the consequence of those actions. And, what does greatness look like for NC State? Obviously, we want to hold that trophy up at the end of the year. Okay, and there's a lot of ways to define it. But day in and day out, it's about maximizing the gift. I think we're all, you expect to wake up every day. You expect for things to be a certain way, and we all know that's not reality. Every day we get is a blessing. And so taking advantage of that blessing, it's something that, the older I get, the more that I value. I do, and really the relationships and the gratitude I have for the staff that I get to work with, for the players that I get to coach. I got a great job. I got great guys to work with, and I'm thankful for that. I'm thankful that these guys are here. I'm thankful that they're getting ready to go to work and the work they put in this summer. And they know it's going to be hard, and I look forward to that with them. When you talk about accomplishing greatness, I don't think it's just something you can define in one sentence. Football seasons are crazy. The emotional swings that take place day to day, minute to minute, the amount of things that happen over the course of the year and how fast it goes within that million things that goes on. It's going to be a fun journey with these guys. And so just, really thankful for the opportunity to do this with them and looking forward to where it goes.
Grayson, Dan Tortora, WakeUpCall, You went into it a little bit of your relationship with Coach and why that spoke to you, but you said being around the guys, like something just sold you on the Wolfpack to know that there's one more ride, one more opportunity this season for you. What is it about the culture and the environment of this team that you felt like had to be a place for you to spend that last year?
The best football teams I've been on are player-led teams, and you get that vibe right when you walk into the building. You have guys like Davin Van and players that have been there a long time that have put in the work and kind of set the standard and continue to build on it year in, year out. And sitting down talking to the guys, it really, I know everybody says it, but it truly is like a family identity in that building. The guys love each other, and it's a special place to be. Like Coach said, he's around great staff, great players. He loves doing what he do, and I'm the same exact way. You walk in that building and it's a good time to be there. It's exciting to be in there with the guys. And whenever I walked in and walked out on my visit, I knew that was the place for me. And a lot of buzz in Raleigh right now with obviously the men's and women's basketball team and baseball. So a lot of energy, a lot of support from the fans in the community, and ready to get this thing rolling, take this momentum, and keep it going. So thank you.
And Tortora, WakeUpCall, the video, that decision for you to come back, just that moment, going through that whole process, bring me into that and how much fun that was to do with your family, and also the why of doing that. Because when we hear from NC State, there's something about when you're there, you stay. And Coach was talking about, you know, that nucleus, that culture. So why did you decide to do it one more time?
You know, there was a lot of things that I wanted to work on personally. And Coach Doeren has helped me a lot with those things, mentally, emotionally, and physically as well. But it was more the mental and emotional part that was really one of the biggest reasons why I wanted to stay. And I also felt like there was a lot of unfinished business that I had to, you know, wrap up before I left. So those were kind of the biggest factors in why I stayed.
Dan Tortora, WakeUpCallDT.com. Jordan, for you, there's a history at NC State of some strong running backs, and what does that mean to be able to carry that torch? You have one more season, one more go at it. How would you like to be remembered in that long line of reputable running backs?
I got one more year, and I just want to be remembered as a great teammate. I do want to come in here, play some good ball, rush for a lot of yards, but just to come in and be a good person and be the best team I could and be remembered as a great person.